What is going on, YouTube? It's your favorite YouTuber, me and my kicks, and this is my top 10 underrated sneakers that I think that people slept on in 2021, man. Coming up. Alright guys, now once again, like, this isn't a 100% universal list. It's just my opinion. It's just some shoes that I copped over the year that I think have been really slept on. I haven't really seen it in most people's top 10s. Like, after it came out, people just slept on the shoe, blase blah. So I had to go ahead and show it a little love in this video. Go ahead and check it out, and I hope you agree with a couple of them. But coming in as an honorable mention, the first honorable mention is the Reebok Answer 4 Stepovers. What's crazy is that this shoe did not get as much hype as the Stepovers that came out in 2016 did. Like, those was reselling for like $400, $500, and these, like, you can get these for around retail now if you wanted to. Like, it's an iconic shoe. He stepped over Tyronn Lue in it, and I had to add this to the collection. I missed out on 2016, had to get him on 2021, but no one's really talking about him, so I had to go ahead and add it to the list. Coming in as my first honorable mention, Answer 4 Stepovers. Coming up as my next honorable mention is the Asics Gel Light 4 Tourmaline edition. This colorway is crazy. You know, Asics in general just don't get enough love like they used to, man. And you know, it's a shame. And it's a shame. And I also like it at the same time because I was able to get these for a discount. I was able to get these for the low. And you know, this is definitely a great colorway, great summer colorway, pops off the foot. And you know, overall, man, a comfortable shoe, great looking shoe. Can't really say much about it. And a lot of people haven't put this on their top 10 list, so I had to go ahead and throw this on my underrated list. So last honorable mention is the Asics Gel Light 3 Tourmaline edition. All right, guys, now coming in at number 10 of the most underrated kicks of 2021 is the Air Jordan 4 Taupes. And honestly, like, you know, like, the material on the shoe is on point, the colorway is on point. And honestly, like, if this shoe was green and the accents was orange and this looked like the Undefeated Force, this would have got crazy, like, hype on it. But for some reason, like, you know, a lot of people had this in their top 10 lists when it first came out. This was a grill when it first came out. A lot of people was really wanting this shoe. Then over time, it just kind of fell off on people's lists. And, you know, I personally think it's a nice shoe. And, you know, since people, you know, falling off on the shoe, I had to go ahead and throw it in my underrated. So this is coming in at number 10, the Air Jordan 4 Taupe edition. Coming in at number 9 is a shoe I recently did a review on, is the Nike LeBron 8 Low Miami Nights edition. A lot of people have been sleeping on, like, the LeBron retros this year, and it's crazy. This is definitely a great shoe. You know, quality on this is on point. Slaps, you know, got the teal, got that coral red, got that white, black popping off. Definitely makes this a great shoe, and I don't know why people slept on the shoe overall. But you know, I have not seen this shoe on a lot of people's top 10 lists, so I had to go ahead and throw it in the underrated, man. So coming in at number 9 is the Nike LeBron 8 Low Miami Nights edition. Coming in at number 8 is the Air Jordan 14 Low Cloud edition. This shoe is definitely clean. Love this colorway. This scream fall vibes. A lot of people were sleeping on this shoe. I guess a lot of people like this, or the 13 Lows, better than this shoe. I like the 13 Lows better than this shoe as well, but you know, it's still a great shoe, man. The colorway is on point, the material is on point, and you know, you rarely see 14 Lows out in the streets like that. So, you know, I mean, when this shoe came out, I wouldn't say it's a lot of hype on it, but it definitely sold out instantly. I was surprised I was able to hit on sneakers with this shoe, but a lot of people have not thrown this in their top 10, so I had to go ahead and add this to the list. So coming in at number 7 is the Air Jordan 14 Low Cloud edition. I do not know why my camera messed up in the middle of recording this one, but for number 7, it would be the Space Jam LeBron 19s. I know this recently came out, but, like, you know, we've seen this shoe since, like, the Space Jam movie came out. We've seen this since, like, I want to say March, April of 2021, and it came out recently, and no one has put it in their list. I mean, it's a pretty nice colorway of this shoe, and it's the best colorway of the 19s in my opinion. I don't know why people have been sleeping on this shoe, and it has not been on anyone's top 10 list, so I had to go ahead and put it on here. So number 7 is the LeBron 19 Space Jam edition. Coming in at number 6 is the Nike Air Moabs. what's crazy is, like, you know, when this shoe came out, this sold like hotcakes. I could not find this shoe at all. I couldn't hit on sneakers. When it dropped in my local Nike town downtown, it sold out instantly. And like, luckily I was able to find a guy in the Facebook group. He was selling these for retail. He didn't really need them, so I went on ahead and bought them off of him for retail. But you know, when this shoe came out 5 years ago, this sat. You could have got this for a very low price. Could have caught them at the outlet, blah blah blah. But when it came out in 2021, like, it was, a lot of people was on this shoe. But what's funny is, a lot of people bought this shoe and it sold out. But for some reason, you don't see this on no one's, like, you know, top shoes of 2021. And you know, I gotta show the shoe some love, because this is a classic shoe. At first, I wasn't even hip on Nike Air Moabs until Mike Rich. Like, Mike Rich wanted this shoe. He was really talking about this shoe when it came out in 2016. And when I missed out in 2016 and it came out this year, I had to get me another pair, man. I had to get me an initial pair. So, you know, coming in at number 6 is the Nike Air Moabs. I'm surprised people have left this off their top 10. Coming in at number 5 is the Air Jordan Cool Gray 3s. A lot of people have slept on this shoe. I mean, not necessarily slept, but a lot of people have not been putting this in their top 10s. I don't know what's going on. Like, this is a classic, you know, Air Jordan 3 colorway. I'm not the biggest cool gray fans. Like, it's a couple of cool grays that I like, a couple of cool grays that I can kind of do away with. This is a cool gray color that I gotta get, man. Luckily, I was able to get this for retail. When I tried when this came out, and it kind of sold out on me. And then I was at Foot Locker, and some dude was returning his pair, so I went on ahead and bought them right after he returned them. So, you know, definitely a clean colorway. You know, can't go wrong with a Cool Gray 3. And a lot of people have not put this in their top 10, so I had to go ahead and add it to the list. So coming in at number 5 is the Air Jordan 3 Cool Gray Edition. Coming in at number 4 is the Air Jordan 4 Shimmer Edition. People really slept on this shoe, man. Like, I don't know why this is not in a lot of people's top 10s. I want to say because people are calling this the poor man's knockoff version of the off-white, you know, 4s that's like kind of like this color. This is a little bit more darker than that color. Even though this was a women's predominantly based shoe, this shoe really smacks, man. Like this, like, I wouldn't say it's a veg tan, but it's like looking like veg tan leather on here. It really slaps, man. Just overall, the shoe is clean. You know, a nice summer shoe, something nice that you can put on your foot. And I'm definitely glad that I was able to hit retail on these. And you know, even though a lot of people aren't putting it in their top 10s, 3, 4, 5 years from now, a lot of people are really going to be talking about these shoes. So coming in at number 4 is the Air Jordan Retro 4 Shimmer Edition. Coming in at number 3 is the Air Jordan 14 Chocolate, or, you know, chocolate with the red edition. I forgot like the nickname. I don't even think these had a nickname, but this shoe overall was very underrated. And I can understand that. It's a brown colorway, brown Jordan. Not too many people rock with brown. Then on top of that, it's a 14. This is a number that a lot of people don't really rock with like that. So I can understand why people kind of underrate this shoe. But man, this is one of the better winterized shoes that we have gotten in a while, in a long time, as far as the winterized Jordans go. Like, I like the vulcanized suede they got on here. Just overall, great shoe. And then the red shoelaces make it pop. This is definitely a great shoe, and in 3 to 4, 5 years from now, people are definitely going to sleep on this shoe. So coming in at number 3 is the Air Jordan 14 Chocolate Edition. Coming in at number 2 is the LeBron 8 Hardwood Classic / Knicks Edition. Man, like, what's funny is when these came out back in the day, when the 8s was popping, or when the 8s came out and this was a sample, people was paying upwards to $1,000, $1,200, $1,300, $1,500 for this shoe. And this shoe came out for retail and people snoozed on it, man. It's so crazy how, like, not necessarily how the LeBron hype has died, but it's like when you retro a sample, no one wants it anymore. But, you know, did people really want it in the first place because they liked the shoe, or because it was worth a lot of money? But, you know, I wanted this shoe. I wish they would have dropped the orange version of this as well. I had to get this shoe. I don't really have many Knicks colorway shoes, and when this came out, it was a must-bring. It was a no-brainer. I had to go ahead and add this to the collection. Definitely a clean shoe. People, I have not seen this in no one's top 10s. People have been sleeping on the LeBron retros that have been coming out, and you know, keep on sleeping, man, because the more you sleep, the easier I can get these shoes for either retail or under retail, man. You know, I'm definitely glad I was able to get this sample in my collection as a retro. So coming in at number 2 is the Nike Air LeBron 8 Hardwood Classic Edition. Last but not least, coming in at number 1 is the Nike LeBron 7 Dodgers Edition, LA Dodgers Edition. And a lot of people really snoozed on this shoe. This shoe did come out around like January, February in 2021. So, you know, I can understand this, you know, how, you know, it came out at the start of the year, so it's kind of like towards the end or the back of other people's minds. But when this shoe came out, I had to have it. I love LeBron 7s, the best silhouette ever. And then they just threw these colors on the shoe. You can't beat it, man. Like, this reminds me, I mean, you could rock this with a LA Dodgers jersey, but, you know, I would probably rock this with a Chicago Cubs jersey. You know, another, you know, this can go with a lot of things, but I like the fact that, you know, they gave us this shoe. And at first, when it first came out, it was a lot of it was like the resale was a little bit high, but I just waited and I was able to get this for a little bit over retail price. But overall, it's definitely a clean shoe. Got the palm trees on the, you know, where it's blue at. It's palm trees all over the shoe. You know, it's a nice dedication to the LA Dodgers that won the World Series in 2020. You know, the Lakers won it in 2020 as well. So it's just a nice, you know, commemorative shoe, and I'm glad I was able to get this in my collection. And I have not seen anyone talk about this shoe ever since, like, you know, past March, April. No one has been talking about this shoe, so I'm definitely glad that I was able to get this shoe and show it some love. It's my #1 underrated shoe of 2021. All right, guys, that is my top 10 underrated shoes of 2021. What did you think? Comment down below. What's your top 2 or 3 shoes that you think was underrated in 2021, and we could chop it up in the comment section. Also, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, what are you doing, man? Hit that subscribe button. Takes nothing but a couple seconds, and you'll be notified of when I drop future videos. And lastly, peace.